Hello, all my Drag Race super fans. My name is EJ Marino, and today we're diving into episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 13. You know, this episode taught me a wonderful lesson. Sometimes the queens I don't like in the first episode, I might end up liking because I kind of liked Utica Queen a lot this episode. She was someone who I wasn't really feeling early on, but now I'm enjoying, and that's actually the beauty of this show. You will kind of grow with queens over time. This was an episode I actually enjoyed. Just watching UK and then watching this, it was a little hard for me because I really love Drag Race UK. So to go back to the regular American seasons that have the issues that we all have with it, I was kind of worried. But by the end of this episode, I was really vibing it. We had like icons like Tamisha, Denali did so good this episode. Even someone like Rose, who I wasn't a big fan of, I'm growing and warming up to. This was a great lesson of, hey, first impressions are important and they're there. We see a queen, we have our initial reactions, but let them grow, let them unfold, and this was a great example because I have a lot of new people to like, and my ranking for this season might be changing by each episode. The queens from the pork chop loading dock, oh god, I said that one more time, I don't think I'm ever gonna have to say that again. They enter the workroom to start their real, time in the challenge, in this whole competition. They really didn't get that fair shake the first episode, so this is our first time I really get to see, queens like Utica and Kimura and Joey and all of them. I'm really getting to know them in this episode. We saw the other queens for a little bit this one, but they had their time to shine doing all of this. Now they're coming in, and I really enjoyed what we got to do. We got to have 2 runways again, which was always amazing. We had the performance, which I thought was better than last time's, and then we had the final runway, which was pretty hit or miss for me, but overall, I was really happy to see all these queens come in and just kick some ass. There wasn't a lot of drama. There was well, my squad's better than your squad. I'm not here for that mess. I know this is a competition, but this isn't what this is about. Let's just get these queens performing and showing off their arts. I don't need these tribes coming together and battle. I've seen it. It's happened 1,000 times on the show already. I'm kind of over it, but what I'm not over is the runways. I had a good time with them. The runway theme where we get to show 2 outfits off was Lady and the Vamp. First up was Lady, and we had Denali coming out in a okay outfit. It was blue, it was cute, it was cutesy. Not as cutesy as I thought it would be, but it wasn't as wow glamorous as I wanted it to be. It was just an okay look. Denali was fine this whole episode. It's one of my favorites I've seen, but it was just okay this whole episode. I wasn't like, oh my god, Denali had the fashion. Joey J was next, and I liked Joey J this episode. I'm not a big fan of the no hair look, even though we kind of have the same style. I'm not going to say, Joey's drag isn't valid. It's just not for me. Throw on a wig. It probably looks good sometimes. Some of I think Ross, the first time I've ever agreed with Ross, was just the first time I saw it, I was like, wow. Second time, oh, okay. Third and fourth, you're like, okay. But this first outfit was just okay. It wasn't lady enough for me. It was still kind of vampy, still kind of dark and seductress. So there wasn't that compare and contrast that I wanted from the 2 runways. That was kind of it with Joey, and that's kind of a Joey theme this episode where I'm like, you're fine. Now Rose comes out in an art piece, this very pop art kind of look. I thought it was fine. I thought I don't know, maybe when I was thinking girly, I was thinking fish, femme, cutesy, pinks, fun, and stuff like that, where I thought Rose's outfit looked good, but it wasn't what I had in mind. And then we go to someone like Tamisha, and that was exactly what I wanted. It was feminine, it was cute, it was still powerful and glamorous, but there was a lady vibe to it. So I will say, I really thought Tamisha really stole this. It was powerful, the colors, the thing, it was a wow moment. We also had Utica coming out with another wow moment. The balls, the funness of it. It was a really, really cute outfit. I really, really liked Utica this whole episode. Again, I was not here for her the first one. Now, I'm like, I see it. Oh, okay, speaking of seeing someone, we almost didn't see Kimura, who was late to the runway. She was running behind. Her makeup it's a mess. She was Rebecca Glassclocking it, where I was like, girl, come on, I know you don't know the time because you're newish here, but come on, you have to get ready quickly. But she does come out and serves a glamorous look. Look, I will talk about Kimura a little bit later when we get to the performance, but she is so stunning. This outfit was pretty and glamorous and fishy and exactly what I wanted from this challenge. It wowed me. I really think as much as Kimura wasn't amazing this episode, she really got this runway challenge and did the compare and contrast from one look to another that I needed. I think her and Utica, I think Michelle points that out as well. Utica did so good with the comparing to the vampy looks. I love those vampy looks. Okay, I really like Denali's vampy look. It was goth. I mean, like, not like goth, Hot Topic, high school goth, but like gothic, very Tim Burton, very Hammer horror films from the 50s. It was my kind of aesthetic. I really like, this is my favorite Denali look. I think the whole episode. The performance one was pretty cute as well. Then we go to Joey, who was a little bit BDSM, a little bit hot, a little bit seductress, but I was just like, man, kind of looks like your first outfit a little bit. I really think all of Joey's looks this episode were all kind of running into each other. I wasn't wowed or amazed by any of them, and I wanted to be, because I think Joey's cute and it has the potential. I just wasn't wowed by this look. It was sexy, hot, it was BDSM, but it wasn't enough for me. We also had Rosé next as well, and I thought Rosé did fine in this look. I think it was a transformation. It was hot, it was sexy. The vampy looks all kind of had that similar vibe. I thought Rosé did very good in this look. I thought Rosé not stole this whole runway, but really surprised me more than some of the other ones. Again, I wasn't in love with Rosé that first episode. To see her come out with these two looks here, I was kind of impressed. While Rosé was giving me some Lady Gaga 911 music video, Tamisha was giving me Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige. This dark look was hot. Like, it was good. Tamisha, I stan her. Like, last week I was a Simone stan account. This week I am a Tamisha stan account. She just speaks to what I like in drag. She's old school. She's pageanty, but she still seems to have fun. She's the one to watch out for. Next is Kimura, who comes out in a very kind of another Gaga-ish look with the no eyebrows. I thought she was really, really hot and sexy here. I guess all of these things are hot and sexy to me, but I like the hair. I like the black of this outfit. I just thought she looked so vampy. When I think of vampy, I think of Kimura's outfit. I think of something exactly like that. That word conjures up gothy, hot, businessy, bitchy, and that was exactly this. Then we go to Utica, who had I was like, oh, this is vamp. This is hard. This is exactly what you needed to do. From the cute balls look of the first one to this hot Tim Burton-y seductress wig, maybe a little hocus pocus as well. It was everything. This was a damn good runway with a good theme, the lady and the vamp and all that. I had such a good time, and it really sold me on these queens. You know exactly how the middle of this episode went. They worked on their verses, they had some struggles, they danced, they had some struggles. I'm not really going to cover all of that because, I don't know, you know what happens. They kind of had a very similar arc and story to last week's stuff, so I wasn't sucked into that. But what I was sucked into is everything about Tamisha. Finding out that she's 49, finding out her pageant history, and finding out that Tamisha is like drag related to Tandy Uman Dupree, one of the most legendary drag performers ever. If you have not seen that I Need a Hero performance, do it now. It is gag worthy. It is everything. This is drag excellence at its best. It is black drag excellence at its best. Watch the performance as soon as you can. I'll have it linked down in the comments below. You guys have to see this. It is why, and if that's the family that Tamisha is raising, that's the kind of drag queen I want to see on this season. She is so good. But yeah, the middle of this episode, other than getting a lot of Tamisha backstory, it was fine. Again, the drama, the typical stuff. Then we go to the runway for the final stuff. RuPaul comes out in this goldfish-ass outfit, was gorgeous and beautiful. Rue looked really good this outfit, but I was just like, you look like a goldfish. The judges are there. We had Ross, we had Michelle, we had Nicole Byer, who looked hot and like she like a fembot a little bit, a little Lizzo. I really like Nicole Byer's outfit here. So yes, we have the judges, we have Rue out. Now let's get to that big performance. A heads up, since there's a lot in these performances, I wrote some notes down, so don't mind if I look down, but we do have Denali, who kicks this off to a pretty good start. Wasn't my favorite out of the verses, but I was just like, when you make it to the top later on, it makes sense. A good start. Joey was meh. I didn't like the outfit, I didn't like the hair, I thought her performance was just okay. The camo, she reminds me a little of India Farah, which isn't a compliment, a little ticky-tacky in the outfits, not my favorites. So then we also had Kimura. Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Okay, great gowns, beautiful gowns.
She's gorgeous. Not an entertainer, at least in this kind of sense. Not my favorite of the performances. I guess putting her there with like Rosé, who did so good. Rosé blew me away. This was Rosé's challenge to win. Just phenomenal, just really good. Just, again, it sucks that like Kimura was like, oh, not great, and then Rosé just came and slayed it. And then I thought Tamisha came and did another great job. She was a little timid, she was holding back. I wasn't that oomph that I knew was there, but she was fine. Then we had Utica, who did better than I thought she would. I thought she was going to be a little too awkward and weird, but she performed, she delivered, she gave me exactly what I needed. These performances, I think, are way better than the ones from last week. I felt like it was like 2 weeks ago, felt so forever ago. But yeah, I actually like this whole group a little bit more. The Phenomenon song was maybe a little bit better as well. I thought it was something I hadn't heard before. So yeah, I was into this performance. Even though someone like Kimura kind of struggled and I didn't love Joey, I still thought they came together. I thought the whole performance aspect as of a group worked really well. And then their individual stuff, this was a pretty damn good challenge. And we aren't even to the runway yet. And the runway was okay. Denali comes out for the runway in a outfit that I thought was okay. It was a little ballerina again. It was a little ice skating. It wasn't my favorite, but I love that long braid with the knots in it. I like that a lot. Joey came out in a Joey look. I guess that's going to be a thing I'm going to say this whole season of. Joey came out and looked like Joey, which is fine. That's her aesthetic. That's her thing. It's valid. She's allowed to do it. I'm allowed to not like it. Not my favorite. She reminds me of India. Oh, I can't believe I'm comparing someone to India Farah. Oh. All right. Then we go to Kimura, who looks great. Great gowns, beautiful gowns. She stunned me. She was gorgeous. The wig looked like she was going to teeter over. It was so big and I loved it so much. I like Kimura's fashion. I don't think she has a lot of personality, but she could always grow. I'm down to see what she has. Rosé came out in another outfit that I was okay on. This whole runway, when I thought of sheer, this is not what I thought of. I would have thought of something like something like Kimura did that was more sheer, where Rosé was, it was too poofy. It was too, she looked like a loofah, maybe not what I wanted out of my sheer. She looked like a loofah. Then we go to Tamisha. Fine. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was very Oprah, but like times 1,000. I mean, like a lot of black women get compared to Oprah, but with the styling and all that, it just felt very I don't want to say business, but it felt very mature and very like, I'm going to a state dinner and I'm going to do this, or I'm going to the Kennedy Honors. It was very that kind of vibe. I thought it was good. She looked gorgeous. Utica surprised me as well. She was giving me like, in the runway or in the performance, she was giving me like workout Stevie Nicks. And then in this, she was giving me full witchy lady Stevie Nicks. I was here for that. Utica surprised me. Y'all read me in the comments of that first episode for not liking Utica. I take it back. I like her. I see her. She is valid. She's pretty good. The judging happened. We know nobody's going home, so it was a little like less drama. I wasn't worried for any of the queens because I knew they weren't going home. It was pretty obvious, but we do get a top two, who is Rosé and Denali. I like the top two. I was fine with that. I think they both deserved it, and they both deserved to kill. If You See Me by Britney, oh my god, one of the best Britney songs that I've heard in a long time. I love this song. It was classic. I remember when it came out, all the controversy. If You See Me, if y'all don't know it, Google it. Just like you have homework with the Tandy Amon Dupree performance, you also have If You See Me performance. stuff to look at. I think she did some live stuff as well, but no, go look up that video. It was iconic. This performance was really good as well. Denali ate though. Like, I think my problem was Rosé was going for too much comedy, where it works if you make RuPaul laugh, that usually works, but it wasn't working in this lip sync. It wasn't working where Denali was giving me poses and I was like, yes, Denali's a dancer. More dancing challenges we have, the more Denali's gonna do good. Hopefully she can do good in those the comedy challenges and stuff like that. Let's see how Snatch Game goes. Let's see how the makeover goes. I think Denali does hopefully make it that far, but we shall see. Denali slays this though. Oh my goodness. What did you guys think of this lip sync? Were you guys fans? Were you guys fans of the song? Do you think that Denali should have won, or were you more on the Rosé side? I want to know down in the comments, because I was on Denali's side, but I know people are going to like Rosé, and I know people are going to be upset Rosé lost this lip sync, but Denali wins. Yay, we're off to the next episode, and the actual season can start with everyone together. We're almost to the actual real Drag Race start. I'm tired of these gimmicky episodes. Just give me what I want. Lord Jesus. 2 episodes of Drag Race this week with UK and this. I am exhausted. How do you guys feel? Do you guys like this episode? Did you guys have fun? What do you guys think of my review? Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, because I make videos like this every single week, and give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I had such a good time talking about this with you guys, so let me know what you guys think of this episode. Sorry, you guys, girls, and everyone in between. I'm going to try to work on that a little bit as well, so let me know what you all feel down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and I cannot wait to talk about Drag Race with you guys below.